Sled Send listeners, welcome back to the next episode of the Sled Send Podcast. We really appreciate you guys being here. As always, regardless of what platform you are tuning in on. And be sure to check out some of the links in the description. Cop some Sled Send merch. Apply to be a Sled Send team rider. Be a part of the brotherhood if that's something that interests you. And then the final link is to some discount codes if you guys want to save some money and help support us and help support some of our sponsors that support us in return. And yeah, let's get right into this this banger of an episode. So if you are listening on audio right now,
you should start watching. You should switch to YouTube now. Or Spotify watches
both.
it.
Yeah, you can watch it on Spotify too. Because I do know a lot of you listen on audio because you're busy doing something else, and that's cool, and I understand. But for this episode in particular, at least for the start here, you should probably tune in for a visual, because I'm going to take you guys down memory lane for a second, okay? A few episodes ago, there was a running joke about, I don't remember the context of it, but something regarding having Jose wear an elf suit.
It was based off of like likes or comments or something like that, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yep. And we met that. Thank you. Shout out to all of our team riders
yeah.
that met that challenge real quick. And, the last few episodes, I've had this elf costume for 6 weeks, probably, I think.
Pretty close.
Ever since that. And because, to be honest, I was going to make Jose wear it regardless if we met that challenge or not. Like, it was just an option. And we've done a few episodes, and I honestly forgot about it. And then I was going through my office today, and it was just sitting there. And I was like, you know what? I need to get this out of the office, get rid of it. Why don't we just take it to the episode tonight? And here we are. So Jose is currently wearing an XL women's elf.
You didn't need to disclose that. Here, let me get you, bud. You got a little hair on you.
An elf suit right now.
Don't touch me. That's my no-no square.
You got more than one no-no squares right there, buddy.
I strongly suggest that you guys tune in to watch the visual for this, because it's a sight to see for sure. We have the essay, the elf from the south.
From the South Pole, not the North one.
Yeah, get it straight.
It's real winter down there, not like here.
Get it right, get it tight, baby.
Here's the thing, though. Some pretty broad shoulders on an XL woman.
Apparently. I guess so.
They're built different in the North Pole, brother.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, so this is the epitome, I guess, of what happens when for the first time of season 5, we have all 5 of the core Sled Send brothers under the same roof. Obviously, we only have 4 microphones because Jeff is cheap and we can't afford a 5th. So Jeff,
hop in here. Jeff, hop in here real quick. Quick. Come say hi, Jeff.
So Jeff is
hop in here.
doing his normal
socks.
duties behind the camera. So Jeff is not currently sitting at the pod table, but he is in the room manning the cameras. First time of season 5 that all 5 of the core Sled Send boys are under the same roof. And couldn't be more excited. I mean, it's almost the end of January, and now it's the full 5 of us. And so for any of you that are new, just so that you guys understand the context of the internal Sled Send team, is made up of myself. Jeff is our creative director. And then we have 3 athletes. So we've got Shay on for this episode.
What's up?
We've got Kobe on for this episode.
What up?
And then, of course, we've got S.A. the Elf,
S.A.
a.k.a. Jose,
Here
a.k.a. Brown Bandit on this
Santa!
on this episode. So, we've got
him.
we have a variety of topics. We're honestly gonna just kind of shoot the shit for this episode.
Favorite.
We're gonna cover a variety of different topics. And I think the first one that we should get into, because I think there's some fans that have been awaiting, is Kobe. So Kobe is obviously back. Kobe's been back for a little bit. You guys saw a sneak peek of him on the episode with our team rider Eric Olson. And on that episode, we said that at a later point we would deep dive into all things Kobe.
Everybody loves that. Everybody loves that.
Yes, we
some highlights and things that you've been up to and stuff, right? Because per your schedule, working and living in Sacramento, You're usually not here until like a week before Christmas, right? So
Yes,
you miss
sir.
out on a handful of the episodes at the beginning of the season. Well, really, I guess just this year, because usually you're on for the first round because we're all
Yeah.
heydays. But this year was a little bit different. So I want to shine a little bit of light on, Kobe, and bring the listeners and viewers up to speed on things that you've been up to. Like, how was your year? How was summer? How was work? Just kind of life updates. We'll get into that.
Yeah, man. Happy to be here for one. I miss you guys tremendously. When I see all of you guys, my heart just softens. I'm a pretty hard ass, when I'm not around this group. Everybody, has their own version of me, but I'm happy to be here. Happy to be with you guys. The snow, everybody knows that this year is at an all-time low.
Sucks.
So, but you know what? When you're a part of a group like Sled Send, you really actually start to lose your thought about the snow. It's like, for some reason this year, being part of the brotherhood, if you guys haven't checked that out yet, I strongly suggest everybody check out the brotherhood. I've had a brotherhood with a couple of you guys for a while now, you know what I mean? And I feel like everybody's getting to come into that and kind of see what we're about. So that's been a really, really big part of my last year, the Sled Send brotherhood. So like I said, I definitely think some people should check that out. Tyler, you've been there for me for the last, I don't know how many years, countless, but you've always been there for me, and now it's cool that you can be there for other people too. So I just wanted to put that out there to start with it, but what's up, you guys? Kobe is back. We're in Oregon. My year was awesome. I had a great year. I'm still alive. We're still flying airplanes. Yeah, baby. We're still dodging power lines and grass, you know what I mean? Dirt, all the above. I love what I do. I'm so happy to be living the life that I live. And it all comes down to the friends that I surround myself with. I've narrowed all of you guys, literally all four of you guys, down to be some of my best friends. So that means a lot to me. All year long, I've been able to reach out when I've been in the ups and downs of being down in California. Some of you guys may know, some of you may not. I spent about 9 months down in California, 3 or 4, up here in Oregon, vice versa. Traveling around with the Sled Send boys this year. Hate to break it to everybody, but the snow pack is rough. It's rough, fellas. It's really rough. But to say the least, I am feeling super lucky, super blessed. I got to go out super early. Shout out to Eric. He was on the show earlier this year, team rider. He invited me down to California. I got to do some sweet riding down in the Sierras. We went down to Jackson Meadows. Some of you California guys might be familiar with where that is. I'll tell you what, the Sierra Nevadas have something for you. Those mountains are awesome. They are huge. They are some of the coolest mountains that I've rode. On the other side of things, if you're not a day or two behind the snow, it's kind of like,
Good luck.
no go type of deal down there. But we hit it perfect. Eric had a sled for me at the parking lot waiting. Everything was golden there. I got to ride early. I actually came home before that and rode with you and Eric, correct?
Yep.
And did we have
in the
anybody
backyard.
else?
No.
You guys weren't in
Jose
on that,
was-
right? Jose was there. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Forget about the SAL.
So I do feel bad about that. But as everybody knows from now, a big thing that I want to point out is that with the Sled Send thing that's been happening, I've had a lot of people reach out to me and they want to ride. I got this guy that I'm talking to right now. He is so far from the East. He's trying to buy parts from me. He's been asking me about, all this sledding stuff through Sled Send. But I want people to know that we're good riders. All of us are great riders. Don't get me wrong, but we're not the stigmatism of being like Caleb Christurkey. Because a lot of people reach out to me and they're like, oh man, I can't, ride with you guys. I could never keep up. I could never. People don't realize, like, I'm about to go on a trip and I just invited all of you guys to it. We have 30 people and counting going to McCall for a weekend. So it's like, I don't care if this is your first time on a snowmobile or your 100th time on a snowmobile. Everybody is welcome to ride with the Sled Send crew and me at all times. I will stick by your side regardless. I just did it with a first timer, and all you guys got to watch that and how fun it was, and how fun that was for me. As everybody knows me, I love to go off on my own, but I just want everybody to know that anybody is welcome in our group, especially mine.
To your point there, your riding ability is irrelevant to us. whether that is to ride with us or
That's
to be
right.
a part of the brotherhood. We do not care what your riding skill level is. All that matters, like if you want to narrow it down to requirements, is have your Avi stuff.
Yep.
That's it.
Have your Avi stuff. And my biggest requirement is be nice.
Well,
I think everybody needs to be nice.
Be a decent human being too.
Yeah.
Yes, obviously that's a given. But to put it into perspective, and I have no shame in saying this. I share this with all of the potential team riders. Obviously, I ride what I ride. I wear what I wear. I like what I like, and I promote that, and I encourage people to go that route.
That's right.
With the sponsors that we have, all of the above. But the reality of it is, truly at my core, whether you apply to be a team rider or you have the desire to ride with us, I do not give a shit what you ride, what you wear, the wrap that's on your snowmobile. I don't care about any of that. The ultimate goal is snowmobiling.
Amen, brother.
Right? I don't care what the type of truck that you roll up into the snow park. None of that stuff matters. Now, if you're in a Dodge and you ride a Skidoo,
there's going to be some speculation.
There's 2 strikes, I guess, against you.
Yeah, those are the 2 strikes. That's but whatever. That's part of the game, flipping the fun. But to Kobe's point,
yes,
when it comes to riding, like really the only thing that is a requirement, non-negotiable, is the Avi stuff. With the exception of it depends on the type of riding, right? Like if we're going down the trail and going to a meadow, that's a different story. But typically the standard is having your avalanche gear. If you don't know how to use it, we will teach you before we go out, but we prioritize that stuff, and it's just a non-negotiable. I just wanted to interject there. I hate to interfere on your flow.
You ain't interfering
but to
on
your
nothing,
point,
buddy.
It doesn't matter. The desire to ride with us, the desire to be part of the brotherhood.
That's right.
Your skill level on a snowmobile is completely irrelevant to us.
It
and
could literally mean
collectively,
less.
the entire team feels that way.
Agreed.
Yeah. Not in a rude way, you know what I mean? But like, everybody needs to put your ego aside, because as Tyler just said, all 4 of us sitting here at this table, I get to ride with these guys every day, and it doesn't matter if we fail or if we succeed. Regardless of either one of those, it's a success in all of our eyes. Like if you're failing, you're learning. If you're succeeding, you're learning. So it's just been a super cool thing, man. I had a lot of people reach out to me this year wanting to ride, wanting to know more about Sled Send, all of us. And I just, the biggest thing to me is that now that we have this, I guess, establishment, I don't want people to think that we're on a podium that they can't step on with us. So that's just one thing I wanted to step out there. On another route, I have gotten to ride with some new super cool people this year. I've got to teach a lot of avalanche stuff. You guys haven't seen the videos yet. I've reached out to Victor McNeil about it, and the Wallowa Avalanche Center. When I was in McCall, I did kind of like my own little Avi training. I did for a bunch of guys that came from California. Mm-hmm. Me, you, and Eric talked about it. And
when you were there with Tate?
Yep.
You rode with Isaac too, didn't you?
Yes.
During that trip?
Yep. And Tate helped me out. Tate's been to a couple of avalanche trainings with us. We dug a huge pit, did a bunch of different column tests, finger tests, the whole 9 yards. We got some crazy slabs to break. I would say that it was definitely not avalanche danger at all. I still have those videos in my archive. I'd love to post them, but I'm scared about posting everything. So it was just super cool this year to get out early on the snow and teach some people. And I've taken what Wallowa Avalanche Center has taught all of us, and now I'm starting to give the information out to everybody. And even feedback from the course that we had last year in Heppner, I've had almost 20 consecutive people reach back out to me wondering if we're going to continue avalanche training. Now
from the rescue course?
Yes.
Dope.
Yes.
That's
they
awesome.
all want to do it again. Mm-hmm. Literally everybody is like, I think that would be the best thing, is to put it back in my mind and do another rescue course. So getting off of the avalanche training thing, because I love that. I think more people need to be aware of it. There's already been so many deaths this year. RIP to the families. If anybody's listening, I feel for you guys. It's one of the most horrible things that can happen on a sledding trip. So seriously, guys, just take it to heart and listen to us. It is a serious thing you guys need to get some training on. And I'm a type of guy that always turned it away. And now that I have the training, I love it. Right? So on the other side of riding things, I've been pretty lucky. We all got to go to Anthony Lakes super early. Pretty good snow, 3 to 4 feet was about the only snow they've gotten all year. After that, I've been lucky to go back to California. I rode some incredible snow down there. I also got to go to McCall for 2 days, rode with some team riders over there. Shout out to Isaac. He showed us around, his neighborhood, showed me some new stuff that I haven't seen. We ran into a lot of troubles on our trip. That's just snowmobiling. That's sledding.
You landed on a rock, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, I landed on a big rock. He landed in a couple of trees, a couple of dry belts later, and everything's kosher. So sledding season hasn't looked like I've wanted it to this point, but at the same time, my main thing that I want to tell people is that if you surround yourself with dudes like all of you guys sitting at this table and the guy sitting behind the camera, it doesn't matter what the snowpack is. It doesn't matter if you bought a new sled. Like, none of that stuff matters. When you join a brotherhood and all you do is surround yourself with people in the snowmobiling, like, talk, I guess you'd say, in industry, it's weird, but it's like I have not been that upset about the snow. It's like, yeah, I've sucked that I haven't rode this much, but it's like, it's so nice to be able to talk to all of you guys and our team riders about everything. Dude, we don't, it's not, we just talk about everything. So I would sum it up all into one. My snowmobiling year has been fantastic so far. I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy that none of us are hurt. We're all, doing good, and let's just pray for more snow, man. That's about all we can do.
Yeah. To your point, right? Like, it's, none of us have any control over the snow conditions.
Exactly.
Right? Like, it is what it is. And so make the best of it that you possibly can. And that's, it is what it is. Yeah, it sucks, but like, complaining about it, where's that going to get you, right?
Exactly.
But do you have something?
Yeah, we should start cloud seeding from your plane, actually.
So if anybody has that plan, I am more than apt to start doing that. That is 100% truth. That is 100% truth. But no, you guys, it is what it is, and we're just gonna live it up. And the coolest thing is that we're still able to work on our sleds. I hope everybody's been following some of my stories. I've been trying to keep people a little bit interested, and I've honestly seen it's crazy how when there's no snow, if you continue to post, and Tyler has always been on my butt about this, post, right? And it's unreal how many people will actually start to really tune in. Yeah, dude, engage. Like, my engagement has been unreal. And I don't post reels, I'm posting stories. And it's like, it's crazy how many people want to, intertwine with you and talk about sledding. And when there is no snow, it's like we don't have anything else to do. So it's like, what do we live through? Man, I don't know. I'm just trying to work on some sleds and hang out with my boys, and that's about all we can do for now. So I hope that was a decent update about me. If anybody has any questions, hit me up. Sled Send, Kobe Mac 24. We are all here.
Shameless plug.
The brotherhood, if you're not in it, join it, because I think it's something super cool that a lot of people are missing out on. I'm super stoked to be a part of this team. I love you guys. I haven't been, and this is one thing, I haven't been as intuitive as I wish I would have this last year, but on the back burner side of things, I'm going through a lot of things in life that are changing. Tyler knows almost everything about that. You guys will get filled in as the winter goes on. But I'm growing up. You know what I mean? I'm 25 years old. I'm still the youngest guy on the Sled Send team, and you guys are all my role models. And
easy, whoa, hey,
yeah, I know about this guy.
You might be going the wrong way.
Elf costume. That's
you might be going the wrong way if you follow.
Wild, dude.
No, not plugging anybody, but you guys have all been through your own turmoils in life, and I want you guys to all know that I am watching your every step. And if you guys are ever doing something completely wrong, I would let you know about it real quick. I feel like I'm a hard ass. That's how I was raised. Some people call me a dick, and that's just kind of how it is. But it is what it is. And I just want you guys to know that all of you guys are doing great in your path of life. Not saying I'm following your footsteps exactly, but I take little pieces from everybody. And you guys are all some very cool dudes.
Well, we appreciate it, buddy.
We feel the same about you.
We live through you a lot.
Yeah.
So
Keep doing
Careful.
it.
Careful.
Keep doing your thing.
Whether the outcome of that is positive or negative, we're still living through you vicariously.
I'm with T. Smith.
But no, I appreciate it, Kobe. It's really good to have the team feel complete, right? Because up until this point, like it's been the four of us, Jose, Shay, and Jeff, and like it's great, right? Like I think that collectively as a team we have an awesome relationship, and then individually we all have awesome relationships, right? Like me and Jose and Shay, and vice versa, right? Like everybody has a very unique collective relationship individually, and then corely as a team. But the last couple months, I think it's kind of been in the background that we all collectively could agree that something's been missing, right? And that's you. Just because with the full five, right? Like that's just what that's just what Sled Send is.
That's right.
And so really glad to have you back in the fold. We have several events yet to come, hopefully more snow to come. Like the season is still pretty young relatively, I guess. It is what it is. Again, we have no control over December and January and whatnot, but we still have a lot yet to come, right? But
A lot of time left.
Yep. I do want to
that's what she said.
I do want to put a hard pause and transition to a different topic.
Before we get there, these stockings are cutting circulation, brother. Starting to lose feeling here.
Stop, dude. Shit. Knock it off. Bro.
Anyway, sorry I interjected.
So we do. As much as I like talking about myself, and everybody knows that Kobe loves talking about himself because that's the only thing
Nobody loves Kobe more than Kobe.
That's right. Nobody loves Kobe more than Kobe. But I want to move on to some different things because I get a little shy behind the camera and I run out of things to say.
Yeah, so we're going to transition to a topic that has literally nothing to do with you. And that topic is 2 weeks ago, Jose and I went to Mount Adams and rode for 2 days. One day was, the whole invite to go to Mount Adams was by one of our buddies, Luke Youngberg.
That does include me. I got the invite.
Well, you got the invite, but you weren't in the state.
That's right.
So, yeah. Jose, you want to just chime in on that whole experience?
Yeah, dude, that was it was fun.
I haven't heard this story yet, so disclaimer, I'm with all y'all. Let's hear it.
Yeah, we mobbed over to Trout Lake. Luke got a Airbnb there with Jeremy.
Yep.
And I think it
Zach.
was just them two at that point. Zach came up that morning.
That day.
But we went up the mountain and we went and rode, dude. And the snow was pretty good. We started fairly low, 3,500 feet or so we had to climb up a little bit to get there. Some single track. Felt a couple sharks on the way through, but once we got up to like 5,500, 6,000 feet, everything got pretty soft and real nice.
Yeah.
I mean, snow was great.
Best ride of the year.
Yeah. Well, other than my sled bogging, dude, got to figure that issue out, but hopefully we solved that.
The 22 thing. You'll get used to it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know yet. I haven't confirmed.
Have you guys confirmed? Is he pulling RPMs? Is he getting RPMs?
So when it doesn't bog,
I don't know what your RPMs were
if
at.
it doesn't bog, I'll pull 8450.
So is it bogging low end or high end?
It'll bog like mid.
It'll bog like mid, yeah.
Like six grand.
But I can reach the top end.
When you punch it.
I can reach the top end, and then it'll start to spool up, and then it just falls on its face, and then it just.
No tune, right?
It's weird.
His isn't
His
tune.
doesn't have a tune.
Yeah.
Just a can?
Just a can.
Clutching?
It does now.
Has it done it now?
Minus.
He hasn't ridden since the clutch
we
kit
did it
was
on
installed.
Saturday.
Wondering if it's like the rave valves.
I have
or if
no
it's some
clue.
sort
A
of
6,000
something
RPM
from the
bog?
intake, like the throttle body.
So is it like when you're really grabbing a hold of something, is it like cutting out on you, just falls on its face?
Yeah,
or
so
is
like if I go blip,
pick it up?
if I go blip, wide open, it'll start to spool up, and then just
And won't give you
sits
no
down,
more.
and
It doesn't like
give me any more. Nope.
take off.
Nope.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
I
that was kind of.
Hey, buddy.
just totally. I had that same issue last year, and then
Was that on your SLP or your vote?
the SLP. But that wasn't because of the SLP. It was because of I think it was because of my valves were.
You went through reeds or no?
Nope.
Or valves? What are you talking
my
about?
rave valves were all just nasty gummed up. So when he did his 900, thanks to Jose, when he did his 900, I took because they gave you, Carl's gives you like a whole new set.
Yep.
So I took his from his 850 because it's a direct replacement into ours.
Yep.
I took his from his 850 and put it in mine, and it was fine.
And those are what valves you call them?
The rave valves.
Rave valves?
Yeah, it's your exhaust valves.
I've never heard of that. Oh, okay. I'm like, a rave valve, what is that? Like a...
Yeah, buddy.
Let's have a rave,
Kobe's all over here. I need some now.
It pretty much makes you feel like that because if they're not working, it's just
Gotcha.
yeah. But when they are working, you wanna boots and pants.
Dang,
boots
dude.
And pants.
Yeah, but that bog was super deflating, dude. The first little hill we got to, I was like, I got into it, just pulled up.
You got stuck halfway.
Yeah, dude, I
in front of
spooled up.
everybody.
Yeah, I spooled up and everything, and then halfway up the hill, I have it on GoPro so I can insert a clip, or Jeff can. But
Yeah, right. Good luck.
Yeah.
He never inserts clips.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, I spooled up and then halfway up the hill just fell on its face. And
Okay, you're 1 for 10.
You guys, get off my boy Jeff. Get off my boy Jeff, okay? I love you, Jeff.
But anyway, yeah, super deflating right to start the day off that way. I feel like me and you had a conversation about that too. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's the worst way to start the day is to just kind of
Lose momentum.
do something dumb, and then you lose momentum for the entire rest of the day for real.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing your water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay hydrated.
It's iced tea, by the way.
Yeah. Adams, that was Friday.
Nobody
Yeah.
smoked anything?
That was Friday.
Nobody heard anything?
The
The Sharks got somebody.
who they get?
Not me.
Not Tyler this
Oh,
year.
they didn't get me. I completely forgot about that, dude, because it was such
What
a quick,
happened?
easy fix.
Tell me.
What do you mean
On the-
they didn't hit you?
I said I forgot about that.
Oh, okay.
I forgot about that. On the
His
way
ears
back
aren't
down,
aligned,
dude.
right? That's
end,
why.
End of the day, we're done riding, headed back to the truck. We were literally 200 yards from the end of the single track back onto a groomed road. And I was riding the single track. It was freezing, got hard and set up, and I got kicked one ski width out of the single track.
Oh, not one. Are you sure it was just one?
One ski width, dude. Like maybe 1.5 tops. And I gave her a little bit of throttle. Oh, hey, my cane, dude.
the water.
Jeff,
Water's on
cancel the story. How about a towel?
Anyways,
Come on, buddy.
come to find out, left spindle has a nice little twist in it.
It's twisted at the bottom of it.
Twisted at the bottom of it. It's straight, about 3/4 of the way down. It just turns. And that's
going
what,
Like
this
right,
way.
right
Yeah.
where it sits on the rubber.
And do you got aftermarket rubbers?
No.
I do have aftermarket. Yeah,
Durapros.
they're Durapros.
Not
But-
Trojan.
Come on.
I'm just kidding.
I'm more
You do.
of a gold medal wearer like Lil Wayne.
I ran into this same situation. That's why I'm curious. Keep going.
Well, when we figured out that it was a spindle, I was like, dude, this is perfect. Let me call Leon, have him swing by my house because I've got stock spindles
Yep.
sitting at the house. And so I called him and I said, hey, what are the odds you can go to my house and pick up my stock spindles and I have an extra ski bolt? And he goes, yeah. He goes, I can do that. How do I get into your house? Well, Desi was gone in Tri-Cities. My work truck's parked at his house with my garage clicker in it. Doors are all locked up. So then it turned into like 30 phone calls between Desi's mom, her nephew, back to Leon, back to her mom, back to the nephew, back to Leon, Leon
could get
again.
there?
Like Desi's mom has a spare key to my house. Nephew had to go to her house, grab the spare key, take it over to Leon at the high school. Leon went from the high school
a
over to my
fiesta.
house, through my front door. He calls me, hey man, your dog doesn't really like me in here right now. I was like,
Jose has Rottweilers.
What kind of dog do you
know.
have?
I got 2 Rottweilers.
That is so fitting.
Yeah.
That is so
You know what I
fitting.
He's like, hey, I might have to kick your dog or something, dude. He doesn't really like me in here. And I said, well, just flip the phone around and I'll yell
That's
at
weird.
him.
You
and
think
he'll
he'd
stop.
like similar colors.
Well, you'd think, but Leonidas ain't quite built like Daddy.
Leonidas. That's a cool nickname.
So he goes into the garage, grabs spindles, ski bolt, and makes his way on up to Trout Lake. And
Jeff just over here casually reading.
Dude, you got to get your 10 pages in.
nerd.
You ain't listen. You ain't retaining a damn thing.
Listening to damn thing.
Sorry, Jose.
Anyways, yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
he comes up Friday night.
He got the stuff.
Yeah, he brought everything. Got there like midnight, 11:30, midnight, something like that. So we decided we'll just do it tomorrow morning. Woke up the next morning, swapped spindles in the parking lot, and we were good to go.
Man, that's right. When you're wishing you had that LC, that's for sure.
Sorry.
So it twisted.
Yep. Left
the
spindle
spindle.
twisted.
Really?
So the arm stayed intact,
So if
kept
the
it in place, and the spindle.
What?
Which is-
how?
which is-
what did he hit to do that? What did that?
He impacted straight on that
Impact.
spindle
Spindle
in
ate
the
it all.
ski to that log, and it twisted the bottom of the spindle.
Shout out to the
Which-
spindle though for taking everything and not
Because
breaking anything above it.
It saved everything else.
Yeah.
So
Saved the
that's
shock,
a big
saved
thing
the
that I
tie
want
rod.
to tell. Like a thing that people need to notice is every time they bend an arm, you know, they do something. They're like, "Oh, this thing sucks."
Yeah,
and
it's a lot better than a bulkhead,
Have you been on a
brother.
2011 to 2015 Pro?
Yeah.
Because as soon as you hit anything with an aluminum hollow tubed A arm,
Yeah.
you are done. Like done. There is no riding it back out. So
yeah.
that is pretty cool that it at least.
Spindle.
You know,
ate it.
everything they're
compromise.
building nowadays is it's not going to break, but it will deform so that you can at least get out of the backcountry.
I mean, the
way
backwood
that I think
spindles,
about it.
they definitely look cooler. They're more aesthetically pleasing than a stock spindle.
Oh yeah.
But so I almost wish it would have just been an A arm. But I mean,
Have you
probably
reached out
cheaper.
to Backwoods about that at all? or
No, I haven't even talked to Ted or Ryan about it at all. I just it's
Maybe,
right. It's
maybe,
right at
maybe
the
throw
bottom.
me a spindle because I'm fresh on the topic with a couple of bearings. What a ride out. Got a couple.
Oh yeah, you had to get some bearings.
Yeah,
huh?
I got a couple
Yeah.
of Backwoods things that
Yeah,
you know
one of
love
my-
the product. I'm just saying I got
One of my bearings is out too on
Yep,
the big wheel.
I got the number. We'll order a couple of those. I'm just saying maybe give me that picture.
Maybe
I'll
just-
kind of just slide it through
I'll
because
pitch in
you know
some
they're
money,
going
too,
through
for
some
bearings.
they're going through some big shipping stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll figure it out. See what happens. But it's right, like so. If you're looking at the spindle from the side,
You got the two clamps up top.
it's and then it's hollow through the middle. But
Yep,
there's
the
one
big
cross
bend.
member. There's one cross member that holds.
That
Yep. And it twisted right there.
that's unbelievable. I would have never even
billet
have thought that.
aluminum.
And the thing is
strong.
that I know, and it's, man, that's crazy. I got a little pigeon toe right now. I'd be going home, bringing out the level laser. My eyes, though, this shit's a little hard to see, dude.
What do you got going on right now?
But anyways, then the second day, Saturday,
Did you ride?
Was pretty. Yeah,
Okay.
we rode, and that was Leon's first ride.
Yeah. Recap
And,
us on that though, because
Zach took off, so it was just Jeremy and Leon and you and I, and it was pretty mellow. Like we didn't get into too crazy because it had warmed up really. It had warmed up a lot, so the snow got pretty firm.
This is still at Mount Adams,
Mount
right?
Adams,
Yep.
yeah. And so it wasn't really that great. We went into a bunch of the fingers and played around a little bit and still had a decent day.
Leon hit his alligator roll.
That was pretty funny.
What is all these terms I'm hearing about? What is that?
Did you
like the
see?
death
You didn't see
roll.
the story he posted, or Leon posted?
I'm
it?
I
sure.
accepted the
That
like
was
where-
when he
it's
did
like
his
where he
little
goes
bow
through the
tie
bow
and then
tie.
Yeah, he just
blah,
rolled with it. Yeah.
alligator roll.
His alligator
His whole
roll.
body rolled all the
Yeah.
way.
It looked like an alligator when he clamps onto something, you know, and they're trying to
They
rip the
twist
limb.
He won't let go. He's just rolling.
Yeah, that's how they did. He's just sitting there rolling.
Yeah. But so that was your first time at Mount Adams. So
Yeah.
you got to check that box, which was
pretty
cool.
sick.
Question for you. I've never rode up Mount Adams, right? I've never been there.
Not with me.
What would
I
you
have.
compare it to?
Ooh,
Anywhere you've been?
nowhere really.
You can't.
Yeah.
Because Mount Adams is unique because you're literally on top of
What about
a
Rebel
volcano.
Stoke, though?
No,
Really?
no, because Mount Adams is just one big volcano. Like there's like some fingers and stuff, but it's not like it's a chain of other mountains and valleys and stuff. Like it's just one big finger of a volcano, and then you're literally riding on all the lava runoff.
Was there a bunch of people that just ride right there though? Is there only one place to
I mean,
ride, or
it's a-
can you ride the 360?
It's no, you can't. The whole
Wilderness.
west side is shut down.
that.
No
Got the res.
no motorized use on the west side, and then there's Indian reservation on other sections. So you have to be very particular about where you're at, so that you're
Really?
not riding in illegal zone. But there's still a lot of zone to ride, right? But if you think of a peak of a volcano and then all the runoff. Like you're riding on all of that runoff.
No wonder
there's
you
still
bent
like
your
a ton
spindle.
there's like a
Lava
ton
rock.
of area, right? But it's just like one big mountain by itself.
Well, I see the videos and pictures. It looks
It looks
pretty
dope.
big.
It's-
Oh,
it's-
yeah, it
as
looks
soon as
pretty
it's big.
The only
As soon as
problem though
you-
is every time it seems like everybody goes there, is it hard to get snow? Like hard to get good snow?
No,
Because every story
usually
I've heard is like Adams has got wet, heavy, or hard
it
snow.
can because it's so much closer to the.
Because
west
Thomas
side.
likes going up there, and he's always told me, dude, you need to go.
That's-
But every time he goes up there, he rides with without a shirt on, and it's like sunshine.
That's when I went with Tom because I took Caden and then we
Yep.
went with Hofbauer and then Phil, Cody's dad.
Phil Hofbauer.
That was my first time, so that was the story that I was going to tell. So I haven't been to Mount Adams
That was
for
with the Mountain
like
Max, right?
no, that was my Axis, my 21, my lightweight carbon fiber.
Yep.
That was the last time I had rode, one and only time. The first time I rode at Mount Adams was like 4 years ago with all those boys, and I was on my lightweight 21, and I had messed up on, and I told this story in a previous episode, but I had messed up on my front track shock in drilling out the set screw for the housing, and I wallered out that axle, and so I had to take off my front track shock and ride all the way back out to the trailer without a front track shock.
That's
which
the
was,
Chaos
so
Extra
for
XL.
me, this event and this trip with Jose was redemption for me because I hadn't been to Mount Adams since.
Did you get it?
Yes,
Attaboy.
I feel I did.
Nux.
I don't know. I didn't go too crazy, but I did some whoopies.
So hard for him to compare. What would you compare Mount Adams to for me? I know you're saying nothing, but it's like, I don't know, man, when you're climbing up the backside of some of my little hidden places, or we're up there in, Macaulay World, getting on top of some ridges, nothing compares.
It's similar.
Because it's just,
It's similar in that sense of some of the stuff that you've been on, but take some of those places that you've been and then just remove everything else around it.
so it's
You just have one mountain.
and that's
there's
what some of
not
the reels that I've seen
multiple.
from Luke was just unreal. Like the view was just,
Yeah, dude,
like you
you're on
see
top
top of
there.
everything. Ever.
You're on top there. You can see Mount Hood. You can see Mount, I believe it's
Jefferson.
like Rainier.
see
You can see Mount
Helens.
St. Helens. Like
I
you
see
can
Jefferson too. That's right up there.
Yep.
You can see everything.
As long as hood doesn't block it, but yeah.
It's super cool. But I mean,
you been
you've
there,
driven
Shane?
past Mount Hood, right? And you just got one peak.
I just
That's-
did a
that's all
rollover
it
Mount
is for-
Shasta. It's got to be similar to
Same
Shasta.
same concept.
Everybody says they ride Shasta, and it's just that's
Beautiful.
basically, you just got to climb the mountain or climb the volcano or whatever you want to call it.
Yep, pretty much the same thing. So if you, I've never ridden Shasta, but
So
I
more
know Shasta.
on the riding side of Mount Adams. Not that I'm trying to give up their hiding spots. I'm just super curious. Is it like chutes, hill climbs, trees, rolling hills?
Yes,
Which one?
yes, it's got a little bit of all of those.
A little bit
Gotcha.
of everything. Creeks,
The shoots,
everything, drainages.
not so much the shoots necessarily, because then you're in where you're not supposed to be.
So can you climb up
For
and look
chutes.
into the volcano or no?
No, you can't get
it's
to the
way up
top.
there.
How
The
come?
very top of it's 12,000 feet. You're not supposed to be up there, and it's
Who
like
says?
gnarly, and there's glaciers surrounding it. So
Oh, you can't?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I know. So St. Helens, my old man, that's what I think he told the story on the podcast a couple of years ago. Him and his buddies rode up to the top of that thing, looked down in, and you could feel the molten lava like on your goggles. Oh yeah, they could see the red like blub, 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 bobbling down in there, and I'm like, that's got to be one of the coolest things ever.
yeah, Mount Adams is not like that. It's still got its
Okay.
peak.
So they're waiting for that thing to erupt.
Well,
Jeff, when's it erupting?
A long time ago.
I don't think she's erupting. Yeah, I think Rainier will blow her top before Adams.
Really?
I don't know. I mean, we are in the
Can we ride
what
Rainier?
is it? The like
Absolutely
triangle.
Why not?
Not a single part of it.
Why?
Because it's a national park.
Really?
Yep.
Yes.
The whole thing.
My boy Trump got to be doing something about this.
You can ride anything as long as you don't get caught.
That's your neck of woods, right, Rainier?
Ish.
Is that where the dude flew around the crazy airplane?
Yep.
Is that Rainier and the
Yeah, he
Olympics?
flew-
Is
yeah,
that by the Olympics?
Well, he flew. Yeah, he did do a couple circles of Rainier, and then he flew out to the Olympics, and then he just did like the backflip, or like he did the backflip and stuff over the Sound.
Oh, is that the
What's
guy
the
that said
sound
I
called?
wasn't expecting?
Is that a
The,
mountain range?
the Puget Sound?
Sound?
No, that's the water. So that's
Okay.
like that water in between, like Seattle and then the peninsula. And
Okay.
then out to the Pacific.
Can we ride the Olympics?
I don't think you can actually. I'm not
Really?
really sure. I'd be curious.
Is a lot of that?
I think it is. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure
Dang,
that whole
so
thing's
all
a
that
national
stuff's
park.
closed off to just basically
Yep.
hike in,
Hiking.
check it out.
Skiing.
Okay.
Yeah, like
So you can ski it?
Non-motorized.
non-motorized. You can do any. Yeah,
You son of a gun.
yeah, I know. Whack.
Sounded like Popeye there, dude. That was crazy.
Eat your spinach.
So yeah, that was. I mean, I don't know if you want to add anything else, but that sums up our Mount Adams trip, I think.
I think the only thing I want to add is when Leon lost his sled down.
What?
It wasn't even much
Yeah,
of a.
he
It wasn't much of a
ghosted his
cliff.
sled off
He
of
goes-
a pretty steep slope right into a pile of trees.
Attaboy,
Jeremy
Luna.
went first, and I followed behind him. And he's like, it's kind of a drop over here, so stay right. So then I went right, and I got on the radio, and I told you and Leon were waiting to see what we were gonna do, and I told you guys like, you guys can come, just stay right. Well, you stayed right because I got down to the bottom, and I looked back. You stayed right.
I can listen to instructions.
And then
you do.
I hear on the radio, "Hey, do I need to go right?" And I look back, and he's like,
He's already on the slope.
he's already on like
Committed.
the edge.
Too late.
Committed. Like there's no, he can't go right, he can't go left anymore.
He going straight down.
He
You're gonna
has
take
he's
a
supposed
straight,
to go
bud.
straight down. Well, I was trying to be optimistic, and I was like, "Yeah, dude, if you can get on edge and go right, let's do that." And he was like, "Okay." So he goes wrong foot forward on the right side, gives it a blip. As soon as he gave it that blip, his left arm came
His
off
hand
the
slips.
handlebar. And then he's trying to hang on, and then he just gets ragdolled, and there goes his sled. So then me and Tyler are at the bottom just watching trees now, because 150 yards, 150 yards from the top of that, straight down, group of trees. So Tyler and I are just watching trees. Luckily, the smallest one out of this group did its little wobble. And we were like, ooh. So then we go around, and Leon's at the top of this drop still. He goes, "Yeah, I think we're good, man. I think we missed the trees. I think we're good." And I was like, "Well,
Hold on. Pump
let's
the
see
brakes.
what's happening."
Let's assess this first.
Yeah. So then we went back and we looked, and luckily, dude, his handlebars hit the tree and just stopped the sled. Nothing else. He didn't crotch it or nothing. We got lucky.
It's
Nice.
pretty
Well,
nuts how I've seen more ghost-ridden sleds not hit
Yeah, isn't
trees
that
than
crazy?
hit trees. It is. It's really
crazy?
It's somebody looking out for us. It's got to be, because I have seen so many people just, something happens, let go, and we're all just thinking like this is gonna be the end of it. That it's oh my Lord! It made it out. It made it out. Yeah.
Do it again.
He's like, hit the tamarack. Hit the tamarack.
Yeah.
So would you consider Adams a success? Would you go back?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
For sure.
I would for sure.
Do you
I need
recommend it to
I
me?
need redemption. Once I figure that bog out on my sled, I need redemption.
Well, I think it's a good destination for all of us to go, because to Trout Lake is 2.5 hours. Like to the snow park, it's 3. So it's the same for your favorite place to go,
Yeah.
travel wise.
3 from here, right?
Yep.
So 3.5 for me, which honestly, where I'm at,
It's got to be pretty much a wash from where you're at by the time we hit 84.
well, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
either
honestly,
direction
I
you go,
can
it's probably
go.
the same.
It doesn't matter. Like unfortunately, where I'm at in the middle of nowhere, it's kind of like, man, I've got a 3.5 to anything that's going to be worth.
Yeah, maybe one day you guys will come
wild.
ride.
Maybe one day I'll live in Hermiston. Maybe.
Jeff needs a roommate, I heard.
Jeff? You're going to be sleeping up here. That's all right, dude. I'll
I
camp
can
out.
pimp this place out.
Yeah, I'll camp out.
And what about you, Shay? Any riding updates that you haven't already discussed on the podcast that you want to talk about?
Yeah, nothing too crazy. That same day you guys were up riding with Luke, I was on the opposite side of the mountain. Sent you guys a video of that.
That was cool.
Uh,
that was like so
Tyler
cool.
and Jose or somewhere
That
right
was
over there.
so cool. You
Yep.
could see everything from where
Yep.
you guys were at. I know you boys were over there. So
yeah, you
I'm
could
like,
see.
that is awesome.
Yeah, you could see Hood, Adams, St. Helens, Rainier, all right there. Beautiful day, super good day. I thought the snow was going to be a little bit better. I tried to so we knew the snow was coming in, and you kind of get those jitters. You're looking at the forecast, getting pretty hyped up about it. I feel like sometimes the things that we don't look at is the wind and how much that will actually move the snow out of areas. So some of the spots were not super good.
That's definitely
not
underlooked.
we
What are you talking about,
expected.
though, Shay? Give.
Yeah, so I mean, we were
people a little
forecasted
insight
like
because I never look
2
at
to
that.
3 feet of snow, right? But you're not looking at the winds like 20 to 30 miles an hour with like 50 mile an hour gusts. Well,
Insane.
okay, anything that's open exposed on the west northwest side or south southwest side, is going to be scalped, right?
Just blown off.
Yeah, so the trees were actually really good. The problem with it is it's still all wind blown, so it's not like actual powder. It's like it's gonna grab you type powder,
Oof.
which is still like you can still have a lot of fun in that. So That Friday went up. I had to be home pretty early. I think at like 5 or 4:30. Had to be home, so ended up not going to Adams because I didn't want to cut your guys' day short. Went up and rode with a couple buddies from back home. Turned into a pretty big gang. I think it turned into, what would that been? 1, 2. It was like 6 of us, 7 of us. Went up riding. Went to a spot that we thought was going to be a little bit better. It was okay. We did have a little bit of a scare.
What was the scare?
Yeah, there was a spot where so there's a whole bunch of side bowls that lead into a big, like a huge open bowl, and you're right up on the ridge line, so you get a lot of wind blown that comes up and over the top, and then just kind of fills those bowls in, and then the
Cakes it in there.
Yep, and same with the trees. And we got to this spot. It's called the flagpole, right? There's just a measuring stick, essentially, like a big wood pole with a flag on top of it. I think we were sitting like right about 5 feet.
What's the elevation?
One of my buddies. You're just shy of 6, I think. As you climb up and out, you're probably almost at 65 to 68.
The flagpole 65 or?
No, you're probably at 6, right at the flagpole.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I asked my buddy, I was like, hey, like, you want to climb that? And I mean, there are plenty of people that had climbed it before, or had been playing around on that hill. There was 2 tracks going up and out. So when you look at this bowl, you can take the gut essentially, like right up the center, and then it has like a huge cliff face, and then there's like a right hand side, which is almost like you're side hilling left hand side up and out. Well, the trail up to the very top is right up at the top, right? So you're like riding this bowl line across. Asked my buddies, like, hey, you ever been up that? No. You want to go up it? Yeah. You think I'll make it? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you'll make it. Wrap throttle all the way to the top. Like, you'll be just fine.
Flipper to the gripper.
So we're kind of sitting down there at the bottom, me and a couple other guys. He takes off immediately, like just wide open throttle, going all the way up. Another guy takes off to the right to go up like the left-hand side. So it's like two completely different paths. My buddy starts to get to the top, so he's on an 850 in A. Gets to the top, sled starts coming up, and I'm thinking to myself, like, oh, dude, like, wiggle it a little bit, like, go back and forth. He goes left, and he's looking like he's gaining traction a little bit, and goes right, and he's still gaining traction. Well, the sled starts coming back up and over. Meanwhile, the guy that kind of went to the right starts peeling back left, because there's a little group of trees at the bottom, which was pretty untouched.
Oh, sugar.
So he kind of goes to start playing in that, and my buddy pretty much does, I don't even know what you'd call it, a re-entry or something.
Yeah. Bow tie.
Drops it back down onto the right-hand side. So his right-hand side down. As soon as he drops it onto the right-hand side, probably about 60 to 80 yards of the hill break. And it was kind of like a, oh crap. See him, he slides a little bit and stops. So at that moment, it's like, okay, where's the other person? They're headed straight into it. Like,
your buddy down low is?
Yeah, it's coming down. He's headed straight up. No way to really contact him at that point aside from the radio, like, hey, avalanche.
And you're watching all this?
Watching real time, right? Like,
Shoot.
It's all happening, yeah. He sees it through the trees and turns out pretty quick, wide open throttle all the way to the end. And
Did it get him
stopped.
at all?
Nope, it stopped. But it was
and the buddy up top.
It was only it was probably only a foot crown. When it first happened, it was pretty like shaky, right? Because as soon as I saw it, I was worst case scenario in my mind. I'm thinking the whole hill's breaking, right? And someone's gonna get caught. But at the end of the day, it was a super good learning lesson. Like, hey, this is all wind blown. There's definitely stuff that we need to look out for. Regardless, like, we've seen signs of it, right? From yesterday or 2 days ago. Lots of tracks on this hill already. And I think that was probably a really big eye opener too, is like, even though that there was already tracks on it, we could still cause something. Yeah. And there was a couple people, in there too from earlier in the day that were like, well, I don't know why I need all this gear. I'm never going to use it. I've never seen anything out here. Yada. That happens. Everyone's good. Look at him like, okay, what about now? Like, how do you feel now? Right.
So everybody had training though prior to this. The dude you're riding with.
Nope, not everyone had training. That's for sure.
They had their gear.
Ish.
How did you think that like involved in their
that
head?
mindset? I can tell you, everyone went home that night and bought the gear that they
scared.
needed. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep.
That's awesome, man. Good for you.
Yeah, it was sobering for sure. I mean, after that, straight up, we all of us went up one at a time, boom, 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 up to the top. We kind of stayed out of that area, moved to a completely different aspect into the trees, away from any sort of those 30 to 35 degree plus spots.
At that moment when you were watching that though, Shay, after having the training that we've had, was your mindset, oh sugar, I don't know how to even deal with this?
No, my mindset. My biggest mindset. My biggest mindset was like, all right, like stop so I can go. Stop so I can go. Like I'm ready to go.
I think that is such an important thing about my riding too, because I'm right with you. It's one of the scariest things watching it happen. But after having a training, and this is what Tyler, you stress this, and it's like people. It's hard to get everybody on board until they see it happen. It's incredible because I've seen an avalanche happen when I haven't had training,
they see it happen,
and I was pooping my pants, not knowing what to do. And now, as soon as I even think about it happen, now I ride with it just already. I'm already prepared, already prepared for it to happen. And I think it's just super cool having the training to where just like you replied, you were totally ready. You were ready to take action. And it's like the training gives us confidence that it's like, if something were to happen, I know for a fact you would have found that guy.
Yeah.
Like you'd have been on him.
We got super lucky, right? I think there was a lot of luck in this aspect. It wasn't crazy big. Could have been a lot worse, right? So in the parking lot that day, we even had a discussion about the probe because one of my buddies was like, dude, I just don't understand this thing. It takes forever to do this, yada, yada, yada. And my buddy's like, no, it doesn't. Like he'll watch what he does, and so I grab out the probe. Was like, you got to throw that thing and just yank it, right? And he's like, well, what do you mean? So undo it real fast, throw it, yanked it, and he's like, oh my god, that was fast. So like, yeah, that's like you had like those are the things.
2 steps back, a little wiggle, and it'll do more than you think.
So yeah, it was probably the luckiest we could have gotten. No one was hurt. There was a little bit of like nerves there, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
But it was a really good sobering moment. Helped people kind of realize, hey,
it was a learning moment.
This is the stuff that it wasn't. I don't think there was any way that anyone could have gotten completely buried in that one, unless they were completely like face down, right? But it was still. Ultimately, like just to sum it up, it was a really good learning experience. Right?
Comes down to the what if.
Yeah. Yep. And then after that, stayed off of those angles, played in the trees quite a bit, had some fun, found some good snow, mobbed back that evening, and then that next Sunday went and rode again. Rode with some family members and another buddy, the buddy that like triggered it essentially. That Sunday, I would almost say that Sunday was more fun. And it kind of comes down to what you were talking about earlier. Not to knock the group that I was with on Friday, super fun group.
Oh yeah.
But my family, like there's like my cousin and my aunt and uncle. I love riding with them, like absolutely love it. And it was just the group that we were with that Sunday that made it so much fun.
Yep.
It rained on us from probably like 5,500 feet to 6,500 feet, which sucked. Like it was raining top to bottom. It was that real nasty, like misty rain. And I take the breath box out of my out of my helmet. So you're going down the trail, right? 50 whatever miles an hour. So you're just getting pelted, like right in the mouth.
Yeah.
That hurts pretty good. So I'm riding one-handed, just hand over my
like
face.
Dumb and Dumber. We're headed to Aspen.
Going to Aspen. Yeah, it was super fun. The snow was super, super saturated, but it was actually still relatively decent. Had a good time. And then since then, it's been a nasty inversion down here. We've had really cold weather down here. And then up there, it's just sunny and beautiful and hot. So
yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible, man. We're down here in 25 degrees and 6,000 feet is 40 degrees.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you guys ride from your cabin at all up there?
You can.
Or can you?
You can if the snow is good enough. Typically we ride. This year's an exception. this year we have yet to ride from the house.
I got you.
Yeah.
And your cabin's at
So
what
I
elevation?
don't have a cabin up there. My parents,
Well, your family.
yeah, my
does,
parents has a
correct?
house. They have a house that you can ride from, and then my aunt and uncle have a cabin.
That's what I was meaning. Your
Yeah.
family. I know it's probably
Yep.
not yours
Yeah,
directly.
I wish
but
it was. That'd be cool.
It's family, man.
But yeah,
Family.
no, they have and it's super low. It's maybe 28 to 3,000 feet.
Okay.
That's the
Yeah.
thing about riding back there is
Yep.
the snow parks are low and you climb to what it is, right? It's not like toll gate or anything like that
Right
where
up
you're
to the
taking
top.
off from 5,000 feet. Yeah.
Yep. That's crazy.
But it does kind of make it more fun, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
And that's probably just because of like nostalgia and what I've grown up with.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But past
Appreciate you
that,
sharing that
that's
story.
all my riding. Yeah.
I'm glad you guys are all safe.
Yeah.
That's what
me
it
too.
comes down to.
That was good. That was
Cool.
good.
You got to, sadly, people have to see avalanche. They have to get scared
Mm-hmm.
once you see it, and maybe it's a good thing that they saw it, not a great thing that they were in it, but glad that everybody was safe.
Everyone that was in it, so the buddy that triggered it, full gear. The other guy that was riding up and getting ready to go the other way, full gear. It was
You guys
everyone
were
that was
prepared.
down at the bottom that was, did not have everything, which was a good thing that they were down there. So
Get the gear.
yeah,
Take the
absolutely.
training.
Absolutely. So that was another topic of conversation in the warming shelter after that was,
Big topic.
hey, like I would love to just learn some stuff from you. And I mean the
Homer's over here
the directive
sitting with
was
shaking eyes.
yeah, I mean, there's definitely probably a text or two that came from him to his wife, like,
Yep.
hey, love you. Didn't obviously disclose probably everything right off the get go.
Yep.
But yeah, talked about, hey, like maybe you could teach us some stuff. And the biggest directive I have is just, get the gear and take the course. Like,
Yep.
I can teach you quite a few things, but I'm not Victor. I'm not Kelly. Like, I'm not those guys. That
Yep.
is, their
Yep.
life. They've
And don't do one or the
dedicated
other.
a lot to it.
Do both, just like Shay said. Get the gear, take the training. Don't get the gear and don't do the training. It does absolutely no good. That's like, get a car and never taking your driver's test or learning how to drive. It's like it's pointless without it. Just if you're gonna do one, do the other.
Yeah, might as well, right? Might as well.
What do you two keep smiling at each other? You just keep looking at his
dude.
ears, or
It's
what?
just- It's just funny.
You just keep looking at his ears.
I think this is the longest stretch of time on a podcast Jose's never talked.
I'm just listening, brother. I'm
Because
just
it's
intaking.
open. Hold on, let me open those up for you.
I
Let me
can't
open
hear
it
him.
up.
Got to turn them up. Like
How long
hearing
are
aids.
we? How long are we? We got to be cooking on this thing.
Hour and 30.
It says
Where
we're
we
at,
at?
it says that we're at
Hour and
30,
a
but
half?
we're well over
Hour and
that.
30.
Yeah.
Been a minute since we've
Yeah.
done this
Long
one.
one.
Well,
Just-
all I had left. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's just what happens when I get around like my boys, and that's like I said earlier in the deal, it's a brotherhood. This is what happens when you get with like-minded people that want to share stories and learning moments.
Yeah.
with everybody.
Another big
I love
reason
it.
why I'm stoked on the Team Rider ride.
That's right.
I think that's
Oh,
going to
dude,
be
in March.
I think
That's
it's
going to
gonna
be
be
Great
fun.
time.
bonkers.
I'm excited. I just want to get out with you guys. Like
Yeah,
just hearing this,
same.
I'm like, that's why I'm all geeked in. I'm asking you guys, how was it?
Hey, what are you doing with
was
that
it,
325 track while it's off your sled?
It's for rent.
For rent? let me lease
You
that
don't-
baby out, dude.
You don't want to put one on. Trust me. It took us a half a day to get a 3.25 track out of the sled.
I got a guy. Shout out to J&A.
Shout out J&A Motorsports.
Yeah.
Well, if he can do yours, he's gonna start doing mine
Oh,
too.
he'll-
I'm just
he'll
gonna
do
drop
it.
my stuff off.
He'll
out
do
there.
it.
I tell you what, if anybody swaps from a 3.25 to a shorter track, and you have a great idea of how to get that jack shaft out of there, please let me know, because there is not even a cat hair of room.
I like that substitution.
I like
Not
all the
even-
substitutions. We got cat hair. We got sugar. What else was he hitting us with?
My mom's gonna get me in trouble if she watches this,
That's a
dude.
good point. Yeah.
Mom
My
watches
mom's going to
this.
be pissed.
Yeah, no,
Mom,
the only-
meatloaf.
The only other topics to touch on that I was going to share, but I mean, maybe we can share for a future, is discussing up and coming the future. We've got the Backwoods ride, the Backwoods retreat,
Yup.
the Backwoods giveaway retreat.
There we go.
That's upcoming. I was going to touch on the fitness challenge that we have going in the Brotherhood right now. But I don't know. We could probably save some of those things for a later future.
We could definitely save it, but
a
in a
future
summed up
episode. So
in a summed up way, I think that Sled Send's taking our own avenue from here on out. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, you're the ultimate planner, but
Sled Send is carving its own path in the industry.
that's what I'm saying. I think that we're no longer riding or traveling on other people's time. We're traveling on our time. Making moves, baby. We're making moves. And if you ain't with us, then you should get with us.
Substitute right now. Substitute.
There's a lot of substitutes going through the mind right there for a second.
I'm pulling the archives.
It looked like the old.
Yeah, no, we've got a lot of really good upcoming stuff. We've got the Backwoods Giveaway Retreat. We have, as far as Sled Send's concerned, we've got that, and then we've got some of our team riders from Wisconsin. Alex Loveland and Justin Wicke are going to be here third week of February.
Some fat trips.
I think Eric Olson's coming up for that. Potentially, possibly, maybe Charles might come up with Eric as well.
Yep.
And then we've got Paul Statham, Brett Buchanan, a bunch of the local team riders as well are going to participate in that in our backyard. We've got your favorite place.
You boys
we've got
wait.
Catherine, we've got Sumter, we've got Anthony, we've got a variety of options there. To check that box for those boys to be able to ride in Oregon.
Watch Tollgate be the best option in that time, dude. Just watch.
Hey,
And then
buddy, you've had some good jokes. That was the best one.
And then we've got the Sled Send Team Rider ride in March, and then we've got Jackson that are on the agenda still. Oh, and
The kids ride. We have the kids ride.
February 28th. Yep.
Last weekend in
We have a couple other bangers in there
no, we've
between
still
just
got-
for us, but like we're not disclosing those.
Yeah, no, we've still got some future events yet to come, and hopefully the snow matches our level of excitement and hype. But yeah, I think we'll go ahead and wrap up this episode. I do know that the final act is we do need to snap a photo of the thumbnail for this for this episode.
You gotta keep
but
that candy cane
But
with
to
you.
wrap this up, we didn't really prepare for this one. I don't know if we have a question for the listeners and viewers. If we have a would you rather, or
I got a good question.
okay.
On a year like this year, as a snowmobiler, say you bought a new sled or not, what are you doing to keep your hype or to keep your mindset into snowmobiling? Mm-hmm. It's a big thing me and my old man have been talking about, and it's like, man, a year like this really kills sledders, but I feel like with a brotherhood like us, the hype hasn't dropped a bit. So what are you doing to keep your hype or to keep your head in the snowmobile mind game?
Good question. Let us know in the comments below. Really good question.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap this episode up. Appreciate all of you boys being here for this episode. I'm really glad that the 5-piece is under the same roof again. Hopefully you guys got a little bit of entertainment out of this episode. I mean, not that we don't show our true colors, but this episode was a lot of fun, and this is kind of the epitome of who the Sled Send boys really are.
These are my favorite.
If only you could hear what we're gonna edit out.
Yeah.
These are my favorite.
Yep.
Far.
Yeah, we'll save that for the archive, and I don't know, maybe that's something we
Couple years
release
down the
special
road.
for the
Bonus footage.
that, or we release it to the Brotherhood.
Yes.
Oh, man.
That's a good idea.
I don't know. There's some dark secrets in that one.
To be determined.
Correct.
No, you keep going.
To be determined. So, but yeah, that's all I had. I'm glad that you guys are all here for this episode and excited for what's to come. We've got some pretty good topics and events and a lot more riding yet to come, obviously, which is going to create more stories,
That's right.
discussion. So that's all I had.
I would say thanks for welcoming me back, boys. Listeners, I hope you guys don't get tired of listening to us. We appreciate all the stories, but in the end, don't be a hoe. Share the show.
We appreciate you guys' support. Yeah, share the show on social media. Subscribe to the YouTube if you haven't already. Leave a comment on any of the other platforms. Obviously, free for you guys to do so. It means a ton to us. I review all of that, and we'll respond accordingly. So, as always, appreciate you guys being here, and we will catch you guys on the next episode.